Hey everybody, this is Gambit896 for another review for you guys. Today I'll be looking at Wolverine Weapon X Volume 1, Adamantium Men, written by Jason Aaron with art by Ron Garney. This volume reprints Wolverine issues 1 through 5, and we also get Wolverine issues 73 and 74, which are penciled by Adam Kubert. The story follows Wolverine, aka Logan, as he learns from one of his old friends in the Weapon X program, Maverick, aka Christopher Nord, that through one of his contacts the Weapon X program has started up again and they're creating more super soldiers. So Wolverine goes to find out what's going on with the program, who's behind it, and he wants to shut the program down ultimately. I won't say any more about the plot because I don't want to spoil it for you guys. But right at the start of the book we get a brief introduction to Wolverine about what happened to him in the Weapon X program, and we also get some flashbacks of Wolverine's time in the program later on in the story. One of the best things about this book is that the enemies that Wolverine goes up against in this story, they're not your typical, militia or typical sort of enemies that Wolverine goes up against. They can easily beat Wolverine in a fight, so Wolverine is outmatched in this set of circumstances, which you don't see in a lot of Wolverine stories, because basically Wolverine's often pegged as this indestructible, unkillable, badass killing machine that can just, slice through bone and blood and guts like a knife through butter. But in this he needs to use his brain and his smarts in order to outwit his enemies and basically take them down that way. So this is a refreshing take on Wolverine, and you get the sense that Jason Aaron has a great handle on the character. And I have to say, I haven't read many Wolverine stories, but this is probably up there with one of the best Wolverine stories I've ever read. So, like I said, the writing and the story in this is fantastic. Also, Rob Garney's artwork is quite good. It's suitably dark and gritty while being quite detailed, which sort of sets the bar for the tone of the story being told. This isn't a spoiler or anything. This is just one of the action scenes with Wolverine and one of his enemies in a later fight scene, which is pretty cool. Also, in issues 73 and 74, we get Spider-Man basically trying to give Wolverine a pep talk because he's worried about Wolverine as he's drinking more often than usual. So many superhero teams, and there's problems in his love life and everything else. So he's basically just trying to talk some sense into Wolverine, as you can see there and there. Basically we see a different side to Wolverine in these issues, that we see a more vulnerable and a more caring side to him, as opposed to sort of the gruff, brush everything under the carpet and not reveal any of his emotions sort of character that many Wolverine fans have gotten used to over the years. But there is a different side of Wolverine in this story, like I said, and at the end basically Wolverine admits to Spider-Man that, yeah, you're right what you're saying about me. I don't want to admit it very much, but yeah, you're right, and he thanks him for helping him sort of come to his senses. Like I said, Jason Aaron's story and Rob Garney's artwork, they're both great. This is, like I said, one of the best Wolverine stories I've read in a while. Probably up there, in my opinion, with Wolverine Old Man Logan with Mark Miller and Steve McNiven, or possibly, dare I say it, the Wolverine storyline with Frank Miller and Chris Claremont, which they're all fantastic Wolverine stories. If you guys want some new Wolverine stories to read, I highly recommend these three stories that I've just outlined. And another story that springs to mind is Barry Windsor Smith's Weapon X, which tells of how Wolverine got his adamantium skeleton and his adamantium claws as well, and also Barry Windsor Smith also illustrates that story as well. So there's a few recommendations for you guys. Like I said, I highly recommend this book to both new fans of Wolverine and old fans as well, because like I said, Jason Aaron has got such a great hand on Wolverine as a character. And yeah, I'll definitely be checking out Volume 2, Insane in the Brain, which is the next volume in this series. So yeah, if you like this review, guys, please comment, rate and subscribe. This has been Gambit896 saying see you next time. Take care, guys.